Hi, it's February 10th. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the process of growing hellebores. They're kind of coming into their own. We actually, because of the warmer temperatures, we're down in our cooler, and we want to hold them in this temperature. They like to be cold, so our temperature here is like 34, 35 degrees is what we try to maintain this cooler at. As you can see, we got Frost Kiss Moon Dance right here. Real nice. We got them just starting to come into bud. We're trying to keep them so they're going to be nice when they hit your yard. But a couple things that we do with this. So the whole process backs up till last August. We start seeding some of these, and then by the end of August we get plugs in and we start to grow this plant in the fall. And a real driving force with growing hellebores is getting a good root. They like to grow cool roots. So it's real important. We got really nice roots on this. You can see can full, and that's what really drives the top of this plant. If we can get a nice top on it here, we got last year's leaves, and then this spring they're already starting to wake up and push new leaves out. But that root is really important in August, September, October, is to really get that going, and then these will grow in really cooler temperature. Anything under 40, they're already being active. Down into even the upper 20s, they're still active. But we push them along, and then we usually end of January, beginning of February, we start to evaluate what needs to come to our cooler, and you can see there's quite a bit in here on racks. But we went through once, like this is only part of our crop. We still have about half the crop that's still back, and those were kind of the smaller plants or things that weren't showing color yet, and those will come back in. We'll probably bring more in here in about 2 weeks, but these are ready to go. They're cold hardy. And you should have no problems. You can grow them and snow can come down on them and they're fine with that. So I just want to show one more piece of technology we're using. We're using these Hellebore pendant sensors. This is a temperature sensor for them, and you can connect with your phone or iPad or tablet. They connect directly and give you a graph. But current temperature in here is 35.62 degrees. And they're very accurate. We use these to monitor to make sure that we're keeping the plants at the right temperature. We do have online versions of this, but because we're in a metal building, they don't work in here, so we use the pendants. So I have growers come in here every day and connect up to this and just review the graph to make sure our cooler system is working the way it's supposed to. They're real easy to deploy, like you said. We've got these on poles. You can tie them on some wire onto the house, whatever. And it's real easy to connect to. You just scan for it with their software and pick up what we need for a temperature. All right, this is Anna's red hellebore. You can see the beautiful flower. This is fully opened. Really nice plant. There's a lot of blooms. These will bloom for a very long time and have a lot of early season color. I had one at my old house. I loved it. I had snow on the ground and the thing was growing and always pushing flowers out, and so it's like the first plant of spring always. So really nice plant. There's whites, lots of different colors in this. We're now starting to see some doubles starting to get into the market, but they're a little bit slower in genetics and coming, so that's just starting to hit the market. Yeah, so in conclusion, just want to say we've got lots of stock ready. Early to mid-March, we'll talk to your salespeople. We'll be happy to get some out to you here. If you need to get something earlier, I guess ask. We won't say no all the time. It never hurts to ask, but they're really shipped. March is a good time to get them in your yard.